Good morning everybody, and thanks for returning back to the channel. It's Saturday the 6th of March 2021. It's about 2 degrees out here at the moment, maybe 3. Doesn't feel that cold though, so we're going to zip out for a quick 30-minute ride and see what's going on out there on the roads this morning. Hopefully it's nice and quiet. See you soon. Okay, so here we are, Saturday morning, just started the bike up. A couple of things I'd like to say. This small bag I've got on the back, I've done a review on it, and I'll stick a link up here. But it's really useful, and what I tend to do is I just basically put all my keys in there. The bike's keyless, so the keys can sit in there. That's not a problem. My house keys also, which I think have fallen off the bike, but they can go in as well. They are down here, but they can go in there as well. That's absolutely fine. Because I don't like any bulk in the jacket if I can avoid it. So everything in the bag, close it up. Including this actually, the phone's going to go in there as well. So I'll put this down. I'm just testing to make sure that I can see everything I need to see before I go for a ride. So in that goes. Everything I need for my ride is in there. My wallet, my phone, keys, the whole shebang. And yeah, gloves on and off we go, guys. So like I say, it's not feeling too bad out here. The bike's registering 4 degrees. I don't know if you can see that. It's registering 4 degrees just here. And it feels quite nice. And I've got my over jeans on. But instead of struggling to get my over jeans or touring trousers over my jeans, I've just put those jeans on today, and I think that's sufficient protection. Instead of struggling to get them over trousers as well, and not having just the jeans on, because then the wind gets into the jeans when it's a little bit chilly. So let's see how that goes. On we go. Full tank of petrol. That's what we like to see. Oh yeah, Phil. Close your helmet. Might want to do that, mightn't I? This flip lid that I've got from Schubert, it's really good. I absolutely love it, and I recommend a flip lid helmet to all people who wear glasses. There's so much more space inside this. It's just nicer. Nicer. So we're just going to take a little jaunt down the country lanes this morning. Just going to wait. Just going to take a little jaunt down the country lanes this morning. It's a lovely morning here. 4 degrees, like I said earlier, 4 degrees. And dry roads, dry conditions. It's not rained the last few days, so hopefully I shouldn't find any puddles out here, because we all know how much I hate finding puddles in the middle of a ride. I am a fair weather rider, yes. Yes, I am. So, yeah, nice and dry. Bright, but not sunny. But the idea is to try and kick. Oh, and go as fast as you can, as quick as you can. Oof. I don't know where I'm from, according to that accent, but apologies to anybody I may have offended. Yeah, so just out on the bike, wanting to just go for a quick blast this Saturday before I have to get on with the weekend. There's Rittle over there to our left. And we're going to click. Oh, it's a lovely feeling to be out here. But at 4 degrees, the touring trousers are absolutely perfect. Where I'm feeling the wind is on my neck and on my wrists, but everywhere else is perfectly protected, which is good. The heated grips are on level 1. I've only got my summer gloves on, but they seem fine at the moment, so that's good. And as always, I like to check the tyre pressure. Let's do that on the computer. Should be 2.5 and 2.9, and they are a little bit lower than that now, so I do need to put some air in, so I'll do that at some point. Maybe not today, but probably the next ride. So we are heading out of lockdown through the road map that has been laid down by the government, and today being the 6th of March, I think it's the end of the month when we can all mix a bit freer together, which is nice. I'm just looking forward to the new season and getting out on some new bikes and letting you guys know what I think, what they're like in comparison to this. And give me a shout if there are any bikes out there that you'd like me to try out for you to do a review on. Then leave me a comment and I'll try and get on that particular bike. But I'm thinking along the lines of other BMWs, maybe a KTM, maybe the Super Duke, the Aprilia, Torno, the Aprilia Torno, V4 factory, maybe a Ducati Monster, just some of those bikes, and some of the Kawasaki's as well, Yamahas. I mean, there's so many to choose from, and hopefully throughout the season I'll get the chance to test ride a few, and not so much in the 1200 section, but also the 600, 900, and we'll just get some reviews on the go. But I know that before I got this bike I did try out quite a few bikes, and this was by far my favourite, in as much as the ease of riding, the confidence it gave me, and I didn't really feel like it was going to push me to do things I didn't want to do. It's the sort of bike that it will respond to what you want, but at the same time it won't egg you on too much to do anything too crazy. And here we come out of the 40 into the 60. She's so quick up to speed, up to, you know, and just feels so well set, well poised. Really, really nice. And very, very easy to get into speeds that are going to get you into trouble. For one horrible moment I thought that car was going to pull out on me. Please see me, please see me. But they don't see you. People don't look for bikes, do they? Anyway, nothing happened, it's all fine. But yeah, this is a lovely bit of road to get down for just a 25-minute ride. Nothing too crazy. My body's getting used to the cold now, the wrists and the neck. Whilst the cold is still there, it's kind of numbing out now. Yeah, so like I say, nice to get out here just for a quick ride this morning. And get a bit more used to the new shoes. And enjoying the dry roads, which should allow me to just get a bit more aggressive into the turns, which is nice. I always try and keep the gearing a little bit higher than needed, or lower than needed, should I say. Keep it in a lower gear, so that when I roll off the throttle, the bike naturally pulls back. Rather than having to brake. But yeah, how's your week been, guys? What are you up to? Anybody else getting out there at the moment for a blast? The other thing about this bike that I quite like is the gear indicator light that comes on. There. I mean, you'll feel it. I mean, when you're getting to the point where the engine is really working, you will feel it. But it just gives you that indication as well, which is nice. Time to change up. Time to change up. I've never liked it in a car. They have them in cars, and I think they're pointless. But on a bike, I think they're pertinent. You know, I think they're useful. The gear indicators. So it's a nice little feature. I didn't have it on my R1200R, but this R1250R Sport, it's got everything on it really, more or less. I mean, this was an ex-demo, and they tend to throw the kitchen sink at the demos, which is always nice. And there is a little bit of muck on the road still, so you know, got to be a little bit careful not to get too overzealous, because it can all get bent out of shape too quickly. So into March already. We blinked and we were into March. I just can't believe it really. And it always surprises me how cold March is. You know, we had a warm patch in February, but actually March has enjoyed snow on quite a few occasions down the years, as I remember. So yeah, March isn't actually a very warm month at all. But I'm very fortunate and very lucky to be able to be getting out here today, having the time, getting up early, and you know, the weather being what it is, I can get my breakfast down the hatch and just quickly come out here and have a chat with you guys. Hello, Mr. Farmer. And thank you, Mr. Farmer. You know, these vehicles, we hate them, don't we, really, on the road, but they're doing all the wonderful work to feed us. So I think what I'm going to do, 9 o'clock. Yeah, I think I've got time. I'm gonna chuck a left here and go down a lane which I've been down once before with you guys. But it's a nice lane. It's a lovely lane, as it happens. Of twists and turns. There's a problem with my sat-nav, you know. It's not turning on. And it should be turning on, but it's not. I'll have to speak to BMW about that when I go and see them next, but it should just be turning on with the bike, and it's not doing it. About a week or so ago, it started doing things without me pressing buttons, and I have seen a video by other YouTubers saying that it does do this, the NAV VI. So when I take her in for a service next, I will I'll have a chat with them about what my nav is doing and why it's doing it. The truth of the matter is I've not had a chance to really use the nav for any distance because it's all been local riding during the lockdown, you know. I've not gone too far afield for obvious reasons, not wanting to cause problems. Ah, here we go. This is the lane. This is a lovely lane. And again, we'll keep the gearing low. So we can just try and... We can be aggressive through the corner, but then when we lift off, the bike will just stand up and go a bit slower for us. Just, you know, the only problem with lanes, you get that little bit of grip, that little bit of dirt, and that creates a lack of grip. So you do need to be careful. But this is where I really enjoy, you know, riding. When it's perfect conditions And you can just get it into the corners and, you know, be a little bit more aggressive. And that was a slow one. And again, this is where the quick shifter comes into its own as well, because you're just, you know, tapping up, tapping down, opening the bike up a bit more. And then when you see a bit of straight road like that, there's a zigzag coming. That is a second gear corner. It's a little bit wet. That's the other thing, yeah, we're going to find some wet bits along here, aren't we? But yeah, this is the fun, guys. This is what I love. Slow in, fast out. Gravel, 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 gravel. Oh, it's a lovely bit of road, this, really. Get another slow corner. I say slow, I'm doing 40. Where I've not got my nav on, I can't see where the road's necessarily going up ahead, so very shiny, shiny, shiny. Quality of the road really isn't very good at all. Really getting a lot of whistling in my lid recently. I can hear that clearly. I suppose you can too. Whistle, 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 whistle. Fifield. Drive with care. I will, I promise. Okay, so now we must be about 20 minutes into the ride, and it is getting a little bit cold. 4 degrees. Let's give ourselves a bit of a rest. Put the cruise control on. It's a blessing, the cruise control on this bike. It really makes it a lot easier. I mean, I've not been out riding long, but when I've done longer touring into Europe on my old R1250R, the cruise control was absolutely invaluable, and the sat nav as well makes it really easy and worry-free. Even when there was roadworks and stuff like that, it you know, it made things very good. And it's nice to go quickly. So yeah, this is a lovely little lane, and I'll put up where it is later on. But it's a nice ride. Takes you through, you know, 30, 50, 60, cutting through the country. Not a million miles away from Writtle. And then I'll come back out on the onto the 414, which again is a great bit of road, the 414. It's really nice. Roundabout. New development. Crikey. And we're coming into a 30 now pretty soon. Here it is. Here it is, here it is. Yeah, and then we're right on top of the 414 now. So I'll just chuck a left, and that will take me back towards Writtle. Now this is the sort of road, look at this road, this is perfect. Nice bit of tarmac. That's what you want. Everywhere. Boris, are you listening? Tarmac everywhere, please. Please. Nice, fresh, grippy. Oh, thank you. Go on, you pull out, go on. Because I don't mind braking. That's absolutely fine. You know. Jesus. What did I say, people? Every single ride? Every single ride. It doesn't matter. If he's going my way, I'll be going past him in a jiffy. I'm not sitting behind that. Look at it. Ruining the view. Ruining it. Fortunately, he is not going my way. That's the good news. Here we are, peeps. 414. Not going to go too crazy along here. Just take it steady. There are some bumps that I forget about now and again, and just lifting up on the pegs, just very slightly, tensing the muscles in your thighs and just pushing against the pegs. It just takes the bumps out. You know, it's okay when you know when they're coming. It's when you don't know that they're coming that it really hurts when you're on a bike. You know, regardless of the comfort level, those bumps in the road, they are really not nice at all. So yeah, you know, a nice ride down, a nice ride out. Back now on the 414. I will say the protection and the wind is quite strong out here, but the jacket and the touring trousers are keeping most of this out, so it's a little bit cool, but it's not uncomfortably cold. I'm going to put the heated grips up to level 2, because with the summer gloves it's a little bit cold, but mostly what it is that gap. So where with the winter gloves it covers over the wrists into the jacket. But with the summer gloves, obviously they're shorter. They're not gauntlet, so the wind is just getting in there, which is a little bit uncomfortable. And that's my bad. I should have just put the gauntlet gloves on, but I was being lazy and thought I'll just put the summer ones on. Anyway, Blackmore that way. There's lots of lovely country lanes down here that you can just whiz off left and right and just see what you find. But I want to stay on the dry roads today because I don't really want to have to wipe the bike down too vigorously when I get back in. So but like I say, it's a really lovely ride, this. One of my favourite roads, and yes, you know, you do get some hooligans down here because it's lovely and straight and you can see for a long way. So yeah, we're just getting up to 9:15. So I should be home in about 15 minutes. Time to, here we go. Good afternoon, good morning. That was a BMW, I do believe. Yeah, but it's absolutely, look at the countryside, guys, look at it. I have got my eyes on the road in case you're wondering. Crossroads coming up, so ease off on the crossroads. Come out to the middle of the lane and just look. And so, as I've said before, this bike is plenty quick enough. There's 135 brake horsepower, but the torque is all the way through. So from the moment you switch it on, from first through to sixth, the torque is there. At this speed, if you want to kick on and go quicker, you just drop it into fifth, twist, and she goes very, very quickly. You know, I mean, you can see from, I don't know, let's do 60, drop it into fourth. We're at 50 miles an hour in fourth. And twist her on and see how we go. So 50 now. 1, 2, 3. But it's about 3 seconds from 50 to 80. And that's, wow, it's just, and I'm only in road mode, guys. I'm not even in dynamic. You know, I don't ever feel the need to put her in dynamic, to be honest with you. It makes her quicker, it makes the suspension stiffer. And I suppose if you like more of a sporty ride, then you'll go for the dynamic mode, but I don't really ever put her in dynamic. I have in the past, but to be honest, road is really my favourite mode for my style of riding. And of course you've got the rain mode for when you want to really be careful if it is raining or the roads are slightly slippy. But today it's really dry out here and no fear of slipping. So, you know, we're just gonna go as quick as we like, really. It's lovely, a lovely ride. And she'll sit at 80 all day long, and at 80 she'll still pull to 90. You know, it's a bike that the police don't say hello, apparently, just saying. Yeah, so, you know, the bike will pull at 80, at 70. You know, so for that motorway speed, for the overtaking safety, you know, it's a dual bike. It does it all. The dual bike that does it all, Phil, eh? How'd you come up with that one? It's just a great bike, an absolute brilliant bike. And I suppose I'm hoping that when I get out on the other bikes and test ride them, I'm going to just get back on this and say, yeah, I'm so glad that I got this bike. But we'll see. We'll see how the summer progresses. Just to say, 4 degrees, my hands are cold, but level 2 is too hot on the grips. It's too hot on the grips. Oof, uncomfortably so. Again, we come back to the fact that we could do with 3 or 4 levels of heat on the grips. BMW, are you listening? Are you listening, BMW? Probably not, but please. Let's have 4 or 5 levels of heat instead of 2, please, because 1's not hot enough and 2's too hot. Depending on the weather, depending on what grips you're wearing, what gloves you're wearing, sorry, not what grips you're wearing. Depend. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Lovely Writtle. Off we go. Make that turn. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure talking with you this morning about nothing in particular. Just sharing with you my Saturday morning ride, hoping that you're all very well, hoping you're keeping safe, hoping that if you are getting out there on the bike that you don't encounter too many problems, or any problems in fact, and that everything goes smoothly and you just enjoy the ride. As BMW say, no? Oh, make life a ride, that's it, yeah, not enjoy the ride. Make life a ride, absolutely. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your time. To those of you who have subscribed or sent me messages or likes, thank you very much indeed. Your input and contribution are very much appreciated. I think I'm up to something like 155 subscribers now, so thank you very much, each and every one of you. I really appreciate it. It's been a real lovely time making these videos for you, and I very much hope that I can continue to produce product and content that people view and find of use. But today's ride really has just been a little chin wag, really, nothing in particular. So take it steady, everybody. Thanks very much for tuning in, and until next time, when you get out there, do ride safe. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Take it easy, and bye-bye now. Bye-bye for now. Over the bridge. Whee! There's absolutely nothing behind me. So what we're going to do is a 0 to 60, okay? With nothing behind me. That was quite quick.